Hello everybody, I'm Peter Gob, and today I'm gonna be making a comment or a theory on the thing that I've recently heard in Rwby, and that is, are our heroes going to split up because of their contradictory opinions on Ospen? Now, first thing, this was originally supposed to be a video that they're about addressing how will they split up to who was going to go save who, because I believe that after volume 5, Rwby and Blake were going to be captured. But since that was not the case, I figured they'll make the most amount of sense to make this video instead. Now, awesome. Since it's quite hard to say specifically why would they gonna split up, I'm just gonna go by saying by extension with some of these. It's possibly there's more of them who are gonna split up, but for now, I believe these are the ones that are going to be the main ones. Also, I'm not exactly aware of when this thing could happen in the story. I'm just gonna say it was like the Valkyrie state, like after Atlas. So yeah, the timeline is going to be after Atlas falls. And let's just say that's the case, or something like that. And that's it, let's get into this. Now, first thing I'm gonna be saying is which ones I believe would stay with Ospen. Now, crows are given because he stayed with Ospen after Summer died, and I don't think there'll be any kind of a thing that would convince Crow otherwise. So crows are given. Rwby is also a given because, well, it's Rwby. She's kinda thinking that she can trust him the most. I mean, Ospen was probably one of her greatest heroes, and the way they kind of had her their first official chapter with Rwby and Ospen's conversation. So it's pretty likely that she would still be on his side. Plus, I don't think there's any kind of character development that could happen with Rwby that would make her be like, this guy might not be all that good. So yeah, I am not going to think that Rwby is going to, after the fall of Atlas, leave Ospen's side. The next one is Wise. Now with her, she's the more difficult one to say. Why would she stay with Ospen in case if there's something to find out, or why wouldn't she leave it? It's a pretty questionable thing, but I believe that Wise would stay with Ospen because, well, she trusts Ironwood, and the way they kinda had her set up was she'll go against her family no matter what except Winter, which is one of the flaws, if you ask me, with Wise's character. But yeah, I think that she would stay with Ospen because she trusts Ironwood. Ironwood has trusted Ospen, and honestly, when that conversation they had in the beginning, she wasn't questioning Ospen not even a little bit. So it's pretty likely that she stays. Now, Ren and Nora are probably the most. It's so hard to say. Now, Ren is a character that's probably never going to. The semblance is basically his whole thing against Grimm. His basic purpose with his semblance is to help people defeat Grimm. So he'd be more with that keep in mind, he would probably stay with Ospen more because he knows that eventually they're going to defeat that Salem and all that, and her semblance would be incredibly useful in that battle. And Noah would pretty much stay with Ren because those two are probably a couple. We haven't got the confirmation yet. Anything said that they are a couple, we just know they do love each other. So yeah, this is pretty much how I believe by all the main ones to be. And now to the ones that would probably leave Ospen and do something and go off on their own. And where this video is going to actually start having something. And that is the Abandoners. Now, after Atlas falls, I think, and after what basically would think they find out that could basically have them leave Ospen, I think that they would go to Raven, which is why you can see Raven here. So, Raven is pretty much going to be like in charge or something like that, or give all the answers, or everything. Because she apparently knows a lot and they cannot trust Ospen to tell them the truth that's going to be 100% or the truth that's just going to be a lie or something like that. Seriously, it's kind of skeptical if Ospen tells the truth to Oscar about Hazel's sister. I mean, how will Hazel know if Ospen actually did, if Ospen actually tell him that, actually tell Oscar that his sister died she died in a training mission and not something else. Seriously, I don't think Hazel knows or can hear what Ospen is saying to Oscar. And now, to the why I believe they will leave. Jean is probably going to leave because of the whole Pyrrha thing. Hell, he was pretty angry at Crow when he found out what they were planning to do with Pyrrha, so I think it's kind of a giving. Plus, I don't really think, although he would go against Cinder, but I don't really think he have to find out what they were planning, but it's kind of skeptical at this point for Cinder. So in case Cinder hasn't come back after the fall of Atlas, or maybe it has come back but she's still in Mistral or something like that, I think that Jean probably doesn't know. Jean wouldn't exactly side with Ospen. Hell, who knows, maybe the secret that he found out is like even worse thing. I mean, like, maybe they'll find out that every time they try that machine out, every single person that came out has died. And Pyrrha was possibly the most likely not to die, but still a possibility. So I don't think he would exactly be all that lenient. The next one is Yank. I'm pretty sure you can ask everyone and they can tell you why. She said that she is questioning stuff. She was basically the one who stood up to Ospen and told him that the only reason why she's staying with them is because she trusts Rwby. And if there's going to be a big reveal what actually is going on, which I do believe will happen, and Rwby, and she'll basically not believe it and didn't want to be a part of this anymore, I think it's pretty, and I don't think she'll trust Rwby enough, because she'll just find her as the same way that how Raven views Summer. I mean, hell, it does kind of make sense. I mean, why wouldn't Yank stay with them just because Rwby does, and even after the big secret? And now to Blake. Yeah, I heard people saying that Blake is basically like Crow, so she would stay with Ospen because she's very loyal and all that. But considering what happened and considering her feelings, I don't think that'll be the case. Plus, we don't exactly know how Blake will react when she gets all this knowledge, because I'm pretty sure if they're gonna clue at least Blake into what the fuck's going on. Seriously, she might even... Seriously. I mean, as far as we know, Blake would be like, when she's being told by the whole magic transformance thing, she'll be like, on what did you waste all that magic on anyway? I mean, the maidens and Crow and Raven. Alright, but is that true, or did you waste the magic on something else? And why? And what kind of a training mission was it that Hazel's sister died? Or legitimately, I see Blake like asking Aspen every single thing, and Yang possibly also could ask every single thing, because Blake is the character that would be questioning it more than just saying, alright, you have a point. I mean, still, I know the whole Adam thing, and since Adam's with Salem, she will wanna go against them, but as far as we know, Jean and Yang could also do that. Also, if Bumblebee is going to be a canon ship like Ren and Nora, I think it's possible that in the Atlas arc, or whatever you call them, that Blake and Yang actually do start some kind of a relationship, like romantic matters, like maybe Yang gets incredibly damaged or something, and Yang's there to help out, and then at the end they kiss or something. I don't know. I mean, it's honest to God just a fan. I mean, Bumblebee is still not exactly official, and we don't exactly know how specifically they're gonna be acting towards each other in Volume 6. So I feel like Blake would leave them and go with Yank and John. I mean, it's a lot more logical than anything else. Hell, she might not even be that angry at Aspen or something like that. She just might care more about Yang than the whole thing with Aspen and that. I mean, what would Blake even motivate to stay with them? I mean, with Rwby, we don't exactly know. We didn't exactly get anything with it. Hell, probably the first thing we're gonna get between Blake and Rwby is going to be Blake asking about Yang and trying to comfort her or something. So, and because she doesn't exactly know Yang as well as Rwby, that's maybe the only thing they're going to have. And Wise, I'm pretty sure Blake isn't exactly that much better the friends than with Yang. So I honestly see Blake going with Yang than Aspen. And yeah, I feel like that would be pretty logical. Jean and Yang are disturbed to what they found out about Aspen, and all the lies, all the things that he's been telling us, all the things that he hasn't told completely truth about. They'll be disturbed and hating Aspen for it because he lied to them. And then they'll just leave because they aren't gonna be a part of a person they need to. I mean, if it's built on trust, they cannot trust someone whose the whole thing is keeping secrets, and very dark secrets. Hell, as far as we know, it's possible that there are some other characters in Rwby who might appear and tell the things that has happened over the years. Hell, I'm recently making a video on both furnaces in Remnant and specifically towards Aspen, which we'll go more in detail with that. But still, John and Yang find out something seriously wrong about Aspen, and then decide to leave because they cannot trust this person. How can anyone trust this they won't even know how they trust Aspen. So they'll leave. Yet Blake, since she doesn't want to abandon Yang again, she would go with because she cares about Yang very much. And hell, if we're gonna make Bumblebee canon, then at least we can have Blake siding with Yang more. Or hell, maybe we'll even see some nice character development between Blake and Raven. To see, because if you really think about it, when Yang was speaking to Raven, then there she was also bringing up Blake in her speech. So yeah, have some nice character development between Raven and Blake, and we are set to go. Now at the end of the day, this is just my thing, how I would think they would split up and all that. Hell, it's pretty likely this isn't even going to happen, them splitting up, but I feel like it would be a nice thing to happen. Now, before I end this video, I wanna make a note. All these images belong to Rooster, Thief and Rwby. Or is it the other way around? Only thing just you need to know is these images belong to Rwby. They are owned, which means they're owned by Rooster Thief, but Rooster Thief. Alright? I hope you like this video. I hope you guys either like and subscribe to my channel, and tell me in the comments below how do you think they would split up, and who would be on whose side and why. And that's it. I gotta wait to see all of you next time. Bye.